And my guest, a fellow that started out in the fight game, really, knows the fight game, likes it, and knows more about me than all of our other guests, George Raft.
Rocky, may I say this is indeed a great pleasure to be sitting here with you. In fact, I'd much rather be sitting here with you than being in the ring with you at one time.
George, I'll never forget the first trip to California. Met you at the airport, and you showed me all around the studios. I met all of the actors with you, and really it was one of the big thrills of my life.
Yeah, but what happened to all the actors I knew?
I remember walking through the studio, George, and really they were still very much big fans there. I remember we went to the old dressing room, and all of the people on the studio. There's Mr. Raft. Hi, Mr. Raft. It was really something to see.
Well, what happened to Mr. Raft?
Doing all right.
Doing all right. Getting a little older, but I like to grow old gracefully like you are. You look wonderful, and it was a pleasure to see you today. And, of course, I'll never forget there was a fight in the Polo Grounds at the Yankee Stadium. I don't remember what stadium it was, and you were fighting a fellow by the name of Matthews. So I says, well, gee, I got to go up to see Rocky Marciano, right away. So I'll never forget, I think you hit him with a left hook. He had his hand here, and you hit him with a left hook, and it hit him here, and it knocked him out.
George, that was one of the fights I like to remember because up until that fight, I hadn't knocked out too many guys with the left hand. It was all right.
Well, it was really beautiful because then I was your biggest booster, of course. Joe Louis, who was a great, great fighter, was a friend of mine, and I went up to see him fight in San Francisco and tried to ask him to stop. And he said he was going to fight you in the Madison Square Garden. I says, don't fight this fella. He says, oh, Joe. I says, please don't fight this fella. Well, I listened to it on the radio, and then finally I took peeks of it on the television, and I know you hit him with one right hand. And I says, this is it. I turned the television off. I went to the baseball game.
George, I understand I'm going to do your life story.
That's right, Rock. Ray Danton is going to play the lead.
Shucks, I thought maybe then, might be. You think there's a chance that I might be able to...
Well, Rock, why don't you stand up and I'll sort of give you a little audition. Rock, on the screen is a lot of trick fights. You do this, then you turn around. Now, you put your hands on me this way. Now, I do that, and I hit. Now, what you try to do is try to hit me with a left hand. See? That's right. Now, I go this way.
Ow! Did I do that right, George?
Yes, you did it perfect. You took it beautifully.
George, you stick to your racket, and I'll stick to my sport. There's the bell for the main event. 2 top light heavyweights. Tony Anthony, a puncher. Yvonne Durrell, rugged. George, what do you think of the fight so far?
Rocky, I think it's a great fight, but the only thing that I see about Anthony, when he throws that left jab, he doesn't move his chin with it.
You are so right, George, but take it easy. There's a lot of fight left. George, Anthony looked real great this night. He was the best thing in the ring. It's too bad he didn't look that good when he fought Archie Moore a little while later.
Well, Rocky, I saw that fight with Archie Moore, and I was down watching him training, and just as I predicted before, that he would always throw that left jab and never move his head. Moore got him up against the ropes, and he tried to throw that left jab, and he hit him with the left hook, and that was the end of Anthony.
So right, George. That was his big mistake. In fact, it was right after the Moore fight that he retired, and today a young fella, just a young kid, a veteran of boxing, retired and not doing very much, so I understand.
And he would look like a great, great fighter, great prospect.
George, you've been a main eventer for years. You know you have to keep punching to stay up there. This pair of golden gloves are my little reminder to everyone to continue to keep punching.
Rocky, I will treasure this. To me, this is just like winning the Academy Award from you.
Thank you, George, very much.
Thank you.
The bigger they are, the nicer they are. And you can make it as easy as they did. Just remember, keep your left hand high, chin down, and keep punching.